is she again? I think she's in one of these. I guess they don't tell us. Which is okay. Not a big deal. We'll find her. Okay. God, I love this game. So let's see, we have Sharhila? I think this is the planet. Let me make sure. Unregistered vessels. Alright, let's go ahead and land on this planet, because that's something you can do in Mass Effect, at least in the first game. They changed it a bit in 2 and 3, but you can land on planets and explore with like a land rover and stuff, and it's cool. So we are going to be looking for, we are to Sony. I think today we'll be taking, who are we going to take with us? Let's take Rex, and let's take Garrus. Wait, No. Let's take Tally. I don't think we've even had her in our party since we started the game yet. And then... I think we'll take Caden. Alright, so here we are. This is totally... well, it's a planet. Is it the right one? I don't think so. But we got a few things here to investigate, so... I forgot how much fun it is to drive the Mako around. I know a lot of people who, well, I don't know anybody personally, but I've seen a lot of people online who take issue with the Mako. There's like a weird delay in the webcam, which was happening a little bit last night. I don't know what the issue is with that. But, oh, okay. It looks like it fixed itself. I'm not too concerned about that. I know you can still hear me. I know the game is still streaming just fine, so that's all that matters. I've seen a lot of people online that don't like the Mako, which is this vehicle that we're driving. I love it. I think it's so much fun. I think the idea of exploring these planets is really cool. Let me check this out. How do you get H? F? No. Q. Okay. What do we got here? Crashed probe. Oh god, I'm not gonna fail, am I? Ammo upgrade and an armor upgrade. Very nice. Okay. And because this planet has a level 1 hazard, we can only spend so much time out here before we return. We go back to the Mako and we're fine. So that's one thing investigated. The Mako sort of drives like a bouncier version of the Warthog from Halo, where you kind of use your camera to steer. You can use WASD or your analog stick, left analog stick, but I think it's easier just to use the mouse and forward. We have two other things here. We've got a stronghold of some kind and some kind of anomaly. Let me check the journal real quick. Let's see if any of these side quests that we have are related to this planet. They're not. So whatever that stronghold is, it might be related to a side quest we haven't even grabbed yet, so we might be jumping the gun. That's fine. I mean, if we can't get into it for whatever reason, we can always come back later and do it then. And if we can do it now, even better. I don't mind a little bit of sequence breaking, you know? And I am totally going in the wrong way. In the wrong direction, excuse me. Let's head this way. So the Mako, 6 wheels, very bouncy. It's got some jet propulsion systems. Doesn't really take any fall damage, which is nice because it is quite bouncy. It does have a machine gun and cannon that you can use to fight while you're in the vehicle, which is pretty nice. And that's about to come in handy because it looks like we're about to fight some enemies if the radar is correct. There's a way to zoom in too, I forget what it is. We've got pirates here, this one's oh, he went flying. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of way too easy. The Mako makes combat with ground soldiers really, really easy. You don't stand a chance. The weapons on this thing are designed to fight like giant alien monsters, not just normal dudes, so... Still get experience for killing them, and I don't think we're penalized for using Mako instead of killing them on foot. And, yeah, we've got the stronghold here. Okay.
Heading to position.
Real quick, let's go to the equipment menu. Got a lot of stuff here. Now, my Shepherd's using a pistol. We're going to stick with this one, which we just bought last night. Hey Frank, I'm working right now, but I'll keep you up. Thank you, Joe. I hope you're having a good day at work. So far. Light armor here. That one's not too good. Let's see. Got anything for Aiden? Nothing I really want to give him. This helmet's weird. Tally needs her own armor. Quarians, they don't wear human armor. Sniper... In regards to weapons, I'm not sure what I want to give Tally yet. I'm thinking probably a pistol or an assault rifle. We'll decide that in a second. Pop through the Codex. We've got a bunch of new highlighted entries. New stuff on the Krogan that we got from talking to Rex. Feel free to pause the archive and read these at your own leisure. Leisure. Same with the conversation we had extensively last night with Tally, about the Quarians, the migrant fleet, how it all works. Because this is way too much text for me to read. Which is why I appreciate that the actual codex is narrated, because viewers can enjoy it without me destroying my throat any more than I have to by just talking through the whole stream. Military jargon. Military ranks. Okay. Primary, we've got a few.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176. an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
Yeah, so basically, they were in the Verge, colonizing places first. Humans got there and they got all pissy. Then they started proxy wars and they got their butts handed to them. I think space is big enough for everybody.
The Citadel. Citadel space is an unofficial term referring to any region of space controlled by a species that acknowledges the authority of the Citadel Council. At first glance, it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy. In reality, however, less than 1% of the stars have been explored. Even Mass Effect FTL drive is slow relative to the volume of the galaxy. Empty space and systems without suitable drive discharge sites are barriers to exploration. Only the mass relays allow ships to jump hundreds of light years in an instant, the key to expanding across an otherwise impassable galaxy. Whenever a new relay is activated, the destination system is rapidly developed. From that hub, FTL drive is used to expand to nearby star clusters. The result is a number of densely developed clusters, thinly spread across the vast expanse of space, connected by the mass relay network.
Hello, Beckerson, also known as Joe.
The terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Back just in time. Okay.
There are between 2 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society. Faster-than-light drives use Element Zero cores to reduce the mass of the ship, allowing higher rates of acceleration. This effectively raises the speed of light within the mass effect field, allowing high-speed travel with negligible relativistic time dilation effects. Starships still require conventional thrusters, chemical rockets, commercial fusion torch, economy ion engine, or military anti-proton drive, in addition to the FTL drive core. With only a core, a ship has no motive power. The amount of EZO and power required for a drive increases exponentially to the mass being moved and the degree it is being lightened. Very massive ships, or very high speeds, are prohibitively expensive. If the field collapses while the ship is moving at faster than light speed, the effects are catastrophic. The ship is snapped back to sublight velocity, the enormous excess energy shed in the form of lethal Cherenkov radiation. Larger warships are generally classified in one of 4 weights. Frigates are small, fast ships used for scouting and screening of larger vessels. Frigates often operate in wolf pack flotillas. Cruisers are middleweight combatants, faster than dreadnoughts and more heavily armed than frigates. Cruisers are the standard patrol unit and often lead frigate flotillas. Dreadnoughts are kilometer-long capital ships mounting heavy, long-range firepower. They are only deployed for the most vital missions. Carriers are dreadnought-sized vessels that also carry large numbers of fighters. Smaller vessels are almost exclusively used in a support role to the warships during combat. Fighters are one-man craft used to perform close-range attacks on enemy ships. Interceptors are one-man craft optimized for destroying opposing fighters. The Normandy is a prototype starship developed by the Human Systems Alliance with the assistance of the Citadel Council. It is optimized for scouting and reconnaissance missions in unstable regions using state-of-the-art stealth technology. For most ships, the heat generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, is able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels capable of cooking the crew alive. Another component of the stealth system is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core twice the standard size. The Tantalus drive generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
Oh my goodness. I just had some saltine crackers, so I apologize for that.
The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain. Biotics is an artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geths serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space, they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative.
I think I agree. I don't see why an artificial intelligence shouldn't have the same rights and respect that an organic life form has. They're both sentient beings. If you're a sentient being, I think you should have the same rights regardless of whether you're synthetic or organic. I mean, this is sci-fi, but I think we're gonna get there soon enough. In some ways, we already have.
Combat. A mass accelerator propels a solid metal slug using precisely controlled electromagnetic attraction and repulsion. The slug is designed to squash or shatter on impact, increasing the energy it transfers to the target. If this were not the case, it would simply punch a hole right through, doing minimal damage. Accelerator design was revolutionized by Element Zero. A slug lightened by a mass effect field can be accelerated to greater speeds, permitting projectile velocities that were previously unattainable. If accelerated to a high enough velocity, a simple paint chip can impact with the same destructive force as a nuclear weapon. However, mass accelerators produce recoil equal to their impact energy. This is mitigated somewhat by the mass effect fields that rounds are suspended within. But weapon recoil is still the prime limiting factor on slug velocity.
Alright, we're caught up on the Codex. Again, I apologize for the exposition dump, but some people might be interested. So I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. Maybe I can find a better way to pace them, but anyway. Caden and Francine are all caught up. I should just say Shepard are all caught up. But we need to put points into Tali, Zora, Naraya. And I'm thinking we do... Yeah, electronics, dampening, decryption, yeah. Where do we unlock hacking? Okay. So let's do this. Because this is where Tali really shines, is her tech skills. Give 1 point there. And we'll dump the rest into... Yeah, okay. And we can't take Tali's helmet off. As far as I know, we never see what a Quarian's face looks like in this game. Anywho. Back to investigating whatever this pirate outpost is. I should be using a pistol right now. And it looks like I have a few more moves here. So we have throw, we have adrenaline burst, which I should map to a button. Marksman, same deal. Singularity, yep. Let me pop that there and this there. Okay. Let's see how this new pistol works. Oh, sorry, kid. Rogan over there. Be careful. God. These guys aren't too tough. It, but we're doing okay. I forgot to assign marksman to slot number 5. Alright, Caden's down. Solarian armor with the helmet on is very typical, like stereotypical aliens, like the Area 51. Big heads. Oh god. Oh! Heal! I need to run. I am not fit for this. We might have jumped the gun on this combat exchange a little bit, but I think we're gonna be alright. There we go. And she's been turned into ash.
Perimeter clear.
And Caden's back up. We got down here. We got some crates. Armor. Medical station, easy decryption. Oh yeah? Alright. Let me let my dog out of the room. Come on, buddy. There you go. He doesn't really bark. He just kind of moos like a cow. But, you know, that's what works for him. And, who am I to change that? Now, something that I think is a pretty valid criticism of the first Mass Effect is that a lot of these outposts on said planets that we'll be exploring are cookie cutter. Like this exact same sort of outpost design, like maybe the placement of the barriers and the crates will be different, but this building with the room down there and this balcony upstairs and that's all going to be pretty consistent. There are a few different templates, but nice. Oh shit. Alright. Got a lot of goodies here. And what do we have here? We have evidence that the Asari leading the slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador, the one that didn't want to talk to us, are sisters. Yeah, so we kind of jumped the gun on that side quest a little bit. Normally, at a certain point, we can talk to that ambassador, and she'll tell us to, that this person needs to be stopped. And then we find out it's her sister, and that the ambassador's actually a huge piece of shit. But it's alright. We got a lot of goodies. Let's see. What can we give to who? Pistols. Ooh, Striker 2. Yeah, let's take that. And let's look at our upgrades. Chemical rounds. Weapon force. Armor piercing. Shield bypass. Let's use chemical rounds and then recoil damage. And that's going to be for us. Armor-wise, we don't have too much. It's different. This is the same, I believe, right? Or wait. Oh, okay. I like the way this looks compared to the other one. I'm not really a fan of camouflage patterns. For Caden, this is just a straight upgrade. We'll give it to him. Caden, let's see. Omni tool, amp. Yeah, we'll give you a better rifle. Sure, why not? For Tally, we will give you the better Omni tool because you're going to get the most out of that. I don't have any Quarian armor. I guess I could give them weapon upgrades too. Caden's going to be using. Do I have any upgrades for the Omni tool? Is that something that I can do? No. Okay. And we got some points we can spend. We will put some more into Spectre. This allows us to revive squad members in combat. Unity is a really good skill. I don't remember putting a point into Intimidate. That's strange. Must have been a misclick last night. Warp throw, tactical armor. What does tactical armor do? Oh, shield boost. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. We'll unlock the tree, and then at the same time, we'll just dump another point into Vanguard. For Caden, same as before. Electronics, decryption. Those are pretty good. I think we can leave them there. Put the rest of the points into Sentinel. And for Tally, we'll just keep putting points into tech stuff. So we'll unlock Master Sabotage. We'll put a couple more into Quarian Machinist. Machinist? Machinist? I don't know. I don't know how to say words. Anyway, we just kind of discovered a side quest that we have started in the middle. instead of the beginning, but that's alright. We have an upgrade kit. Okay, what do we got here? Some more ammo upgrades, very nice. Radioactive rounds, I forget what exactly that does. That's... looks like a medical container. I can't climb it, though. You can climb stuff in 2 and 3, but not in this. The gameplay transitioning from 1 to 2 gets refined a lot. Like, it becomes a much better third-person shooter. I like all 3 of them. I think they're all great, but... they definitely get more comfortable and kind of fall into the groove that they're going to stick with the rest of the franchise into. 1, they're still kind of finding their footing. An anomaly. I can't talk. An anomaly directly west. Just keep heading this way. I have a feeling that I know what this is, if I remember correctly, but I can't remember how to zoom in with the Mako. There is a way to zoom in. Oh, also, sometimes you can find unmarked things on the map, like this over here, which is actually a mineral... Mineral? Oh my god. A mineral deposit. Some kind of rare metal or something. And these are useful. We get, I believe, just money. Thorium deposit. So we do another Frogger minigame. We get some experience, some cash, and then we unlock a side quest that revolves around scanning all the elements in the game that we can find on these uncharted worlds. Not really something we're going to be seeking out actively. The only reward you get is some experience and some cash, which we're not really going to be short on. So we put a little survey marker down and we've done our job. Over here it looks like there were a couple of structures by the question mark icon. So that's what we're going to be checking out. Here. What is it exactly? This isn't what I thought it was going to be, so I'm curious. We've got a crate all the way over here. A couple weapons, very nice. And... what do we have here? An Asari capsule. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of matriarch Dalinaga's writings. I was going to say Dalinga, which is not correct. So that's that. Now, if we kept looking, we might find another mineral deposit. I'm not sure if it's usually more than one per planet. With the amount of these planets that they have in the game, I think it's more likely that it's just one per planet. Unless that happens to be like a very story-heavy planet, and maybe it has like a bigger map or something. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep interrupting for different reasons. Hey Frankie, what game are you playing? I am playing Mass Effect, which is like a sci-fi game where you're on a mission to save the galaxy. You got your own ship, your own crew. You can make choices that affect the story. It's a really cool game. I played it last summer for the first time, and we're playing through it now. And I'm standing up because I have to poop, so I will be right back in like a few minutes. Hopefully the music is enough to keep you satisfied while I do that. And maybe I can get a Codex entry to play. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, I'll be back. Be back in 1 second. Hold on a sec. I have an idea. So let me Alt-Tab. And then I'll create a text box. Nice, I just pooped. Nice. Thank you. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. The poop is over. We are still live. That is good. I think to save some time, I will change what this says to... Let's see. Okay. And we will Wait. Yeah. Alright. So, back to the game. Alright. We did not find Liara on this planet, so we will keep looking. We've got quite a few planets to go through. Here's another one. You can't land on them all. This is one where we can just scan for resources. And sometimes it's not minerals and gases and metals and stuff. It's more stuff like this. Another one of the Matriarch's writings. Again, another kind of collectathon side quest that we'll do over the course of the game. Here's another one that really doesn't have anything for us. It is fun to read all of these, but again, I'm not going to be narrating every single piece of flavor text in the game. So that is the Macedon solar system. Artemis Tau cluster. There was something in the Artemis Tau cluster. I think it was... I can't remember. I thought there was something in one of the side quests where they wanted us to explore this galaxy. Let's start with Pharos. Abandoned base. Much of the debris was marked with the magma colony insignia. I like working either in, out, or out. Circe. Helium gas giant. Large concentration of helium-3. Nothing for us here. Proteus. 90% oceanic cover. Large amount of free oxygen. There we go. There's something. Okay. And that, I think, is 2 solar systems down. Let's check out Knossos. Let's go out again. Large concentration of nitrogen. Very good, very good. Are many thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Interesting. Zakros. That's where we need to go. This is where we need to go. Alright. So, let's check out everywhere else first. Let's take a look at the Sparta solar system. And then after we do that, we will head over to the planet where we need to go to. Because we know what it is now. I just want to make sure we hit all of these real quick.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Oh shit. Well, let's go save the day. We will take Rex and Ashley. Let's go. Every time I say Rex and Ashley, my Amazon Alexa starts acting up and thinking I'm talking to it. Starts thinking I'm talking to it, which isn't the case. Alright. So, we've got some debris, the distress signal, we've got a few different things here. Let's go check this place out. Here's our distress signal. Oh shit. Oh shit! Crusher Maw. Okay. Ooh. So these are giant aliens. Sort of like sandworms, but not quite. They're very dangerous. Fighting one on foot is practically suicide. You almost need to use the Mako to fight this thing. We gotta take care of these tentacles. Otherwise, I think it regains some of its health. Oh no, it chases after us. That's what it does. Oh god, alright. Alright. We killed it. Or we drove it away. I don't know if we killed it exactly, but it is no longer a problem. And our vehicle is in pretty rough shape after that fight. Let's check out the distress beacon. It's pretty obvious why they were,
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress.
lured here. So they didn't call for our help because of that?
These are Admiral Kahoka's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Oh, these are the ones we were okay, yeah. The ones that went missing. So it was a trap. They got lured here by the beacon, and then they got killed by the Thresher Moth. I don't know who would have done that, but we should probably let the Admiral know that his men are dead next time we see him. Some kind of beacon. Or no, is that a corpse? That is a corpse. Okay. I need to get to flatter ground to go. There we go. Mummified Solarian. Part of the STG group. Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. So, we have another side quest here. Solarian artifacts, ID tags, League medallions, terrain insignias, sorry writings. Again, these are just things we'll passively start filling out as we visit different planets, along with the minerals. So we know what happened to the missing Marines. We can report back to him when we go to the Citadel. New Codex entry.
After thresher moths are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Okay. else is going on here. We've got some debris. We'll check out the debris and then we'll head out. I don't know if there's any more planets to discover things before we reach our objective. There might be like one, but... Oh, oh. This thing is taking a beating. That's okay though, the Mako gets repaired between every trip, so once we go back to the ship, we'll give us a chance to use it. Electronic skill too low. Okay. That's fine. We will go back to the Normandy. And we will go right back down with somebody else. Instead of Ashley and Rex, we'll just take, I don't know, Garrus and Tally. See what I mean? Oh, okay, I was wrong. It's not good as new. Maybe that's because we just left and went right back to the same planet. Anyway, we can get over this mountain. We should be able to reach the debris and use Tally's hacking skills to check out what's inside that pod. Come on. Whoa! Oh shit. This is a lithium deposit. And control is the weapon super with the Mako weapons. So that's worth remembering for the future. What it is on controllers, I have no idea. I've played most of this game, most of all games with keyboard and mouse. So. Oh God. Electronic skill is still too low. Wow. Alright, maybe we can change that. Alright, Tally. Shit. Let's put points into sniper rifles for Garrus. Tactical armor. Soldier. It's just, yeah. We'll just save those points for now. Alright. That's fine. We don't have to get what's in the pod. I can live with that. While we've got these two, specifically Garrus, we have some armor we can give him that's got way better shields. It looks pretty ugly, but like I really like Garrus's default armor, but whatever. It's fine. Sniper rifle. Let's see, heat sink, accuracy is worse. This one's not too bad. Better damage. We'll give him this one. We will give him Armor piercing. No, we'll give him hammerhead rounds. We'll give him high caliber barrel. Sure. Right. Oh, and for ourselves, have we gotten a better pistol yet? We have. Already picked up a better one. Alright. Let's try that. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Okay. That's not bad. I'm not too worried about the debris. We can always go back later if we want to go get that. But it's not really something I'm concerned about. I just thought that I had somebody whose electronic skills were good enough. Maybe it was Caden. Alright, we're gonna go back again. We're gonna take Caden with us. I know it's probably not exciting to see me go to the same planet 3 fucking times, but, I feel like a clown, because I just said I wasn't worried about it, but it's like, I kind of want to just cross it off the list. I don't want to have to backtrack again. Just making sure. Caden does have a pretty high electronic skill, so he's probably gonna be impressed with that pod. It's too hard for him to fuck. Mako's looking better. That's a plus. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Armor upgrades, grenade upgrades. Not bad. Okay, totally worth it. Now we're ready to move on. Nothing there. I don't think this one's got anything either. Just some survey. Oops. Hydrogen reserve. Plutonium. Alright, cool. So that is another solar system clear. We go back to Knossos. And then we go to, what was the name? Therum. Yeah, so this is where we gotta go. Who do I want to bring with me? Let's bring Garrus and Rex. No. Garrus and Caden. The reason why is because if we need to hack stuff, we can use Caden's electronic skills and stuff. And then we've got Rex for combat support. Or did I pick Rex or did I pick Garrus? I can't remember. Anywho. This is like a story planet, so it's a pretty linear map. There's little branching
Commander, I'm picking up
paths,
some
but
strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
might be possible to climb and sequence break here, but we're just going to stick with the It's a pretty big ship. We've got some death launchers. Those things are pretty huge to fight on foot, so it's best to take them out of the vehicle. Same with these turrets.
I don't think we can take that strong point head on.
Yeah, I think you're right, Katie, but let's take out these turrets for the XP. We can't get in this way. We have to go around the side, which... Oh! Let's not get stuck. Let's not get stuck, please. It's really no big deal. We just go around left here. Got another turret to deal with. There's an enemy marker up there. I don't know what that is. And then here we can take the get by surprise. We could get out, but we don't need to, because we've got a giant tank. So we'll just mow these guys down real quick. And then after we do that... Whoop. Alright, now we'll get out. And if there's anybody left, we'll fight them. That's that. Let's make sure Garrus is using his sniper rifle. That way, when we run into a situation where we've got heavy combat on foot, he can hang back and cover us from behind. Over here, I think there's an item we can get. Yeah, upgrade kit. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing we don't have already, but it's okay to have duplicates, so we can either reduce them to Omni Gel later, or give them to a party member for their weapons. Yeah? Alright, cool. I'll be down soon. Thank you. I didn't say that, I just said don't combine it with your phone number. I'll explain in a... I'll tell you later. There's another gate here we need to open. My mom just got a new phone. Normally she uses the feature on Facebook Messenger where they kind of combine your SMS, you know, with Messenger. But sometimes that can be confusing because you think you're texting a certain number and then it shows up in the other inbox. So, since she got the new phone, I'm telling her it's best to keep them separate. Makes more sense that way. Probably get another item to pick up here. Another upgrade kit or something, maybe? Or not. Okay. Whoops. Let's get back to the car. I think we go this way, right? Yeah. We're gonna run it over. Eventually we'll be fighting them on foot. Sometimes we'll be fighting them in bigger numbers. So, until that point, we're not really something else. Luckily for us, the Mako weapons have really good accuracy. From this far away, so. Oh, that's a big boy. Let's hit him with the car. Run him over, blast him with the rocket. Run him over. And here we go, into the refinery. Come on. Good deal. Whoops. And this is where we have to disembark from the vehicle, because it's literally too big to fit.
I'm on my way.
Alright, so real quick, we're going to level up who we've got. For Shepard, I'm thinking more points into Spectre training. Advanced Unity, that sounds good. More points in Vanguard. Just dump this one into pistols. For Caden, thinking we max out these two. Max out all the points we have left, I guess, in the Sentinel. 11 points for Garrus. We'll try and put as much into snipers as we can. Which looks like that's it. We're real close to maxing it out already. Tactical armor, assault training. I think we're going to put points into tactical armor. Just enough to get assault training unlocked. And then from then on, we'll put some points into that. Okay. Do I have any goodies for them yet? That I haven't already given them? I don't think so. Pretty sure I just took care of these guys. Yeah, they're fine. Okay. Okay, so Garrus, you hang out back there. Caden, push up front there. This is a really strong pistol. You know what? I think I'm gonna crank the difficulty up just a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit too easy on normal. We're gonna do veteran instead. See how big the difference that makes. Whoa.
To me! Out. I need a target. Target up.
Garrus. So we can move down now. Garrus, I want you there. Caden.
You're in my sights.
Garrus.
Rally round!
That takes care of that.
Perimeter clear.
Yeah, so like I said, we won't always be fighting them in the
Hostile
Mako.
contact.
So,
Shutting them down.
Garrus, I actually want you back here. Please stand in the way back. Caden, right there.
They should slow them down.
That's not where it's coming from. And I died in one hit. Okay, yeah. So let's not stand directly in front of the giant alien dog thing. Garrus is already down. This is not good. Okay, so cranking the difficulty of the veteran is a big call. This makes it challenging. A little more challenging. I'm also just not that great of a commander. Let's move. Let's move. Oh, I have the Unity. So let's use that. Let's revive Garrus. Let's have Garrus stand back here so we can get a sniper fire. He's not using his sniper for whatever reason. Don't know why. Let's have Caden posted up here. Garrus the high ground. Don't worry about that in a sec. Yeah, actually, Caden, you go there. Garrus, you go there. I will push from the left. That's the big one. Still got a couple more enemies left. Caden, you can move up there. I want Garrus to stay back there, though. Okay. Got one enemy hiding over here. I think, right? Yeah. Hey, buddy. Alright, that takes care of that. We'll head up here.
Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
This is not the way. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We are gonna go, whoop. We are gonna go onto the elevator. Just gonna put our weapons away, no big deal. It's not like we weren't just shooting at some Geth. Med kit. Let's heal first.
The tiles in those holes remind me of a bathroom floor.
That's not good. Okay, I'm seeing future battle area that way. For sure.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Can I talk to you still? No? Alright, I'll talk to you in a second. Once we free you. Garrus, post up there. Caden, come I think that's it. I don't think there's any more enemies here. This is a different minigame. Okay, down, 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 left, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up. That'll let us go under and around the barrier so we can rescue her.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Hold on, Commander. Her mother is working with Saren. Can we trust her?
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
I love these elevator rides.
Friend,
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Yeah, no, Oh, shit. Let's take cover. I'll let you have the second, buddy. Okay.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and get some soup. I will be right back, and we will continue Mass Effect. Alright, I'm back. I've got some homemade cabbage soup, which is delicious so far. And we have our last party member for the entirety of Mass Effect 1, Dr. Liara Tassoni. Let's talk to everybody in the crew real quick. First, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Now, it's assumed that you only have 2 party members with you in gameplay, right? Typically, unless there's a special circumstance. Like the one we just had, where Liara was with us in addition to Garrus and Caden. But normally you can only pick 2. And there's 2 main reasons for this, I'm assuming. The first one is technical limitations. This game was originally designed for the Xbox 360 2007? 2008? I think it was 2007. Having more than just 2 people following you around might have been too much for the system to handle sometimes. The other big reason, I think, and this is probably the more likely reason, is balancing. If you actually had 6 people following you around, every fight would be super easy. That, or they'd have to crank up the difficulty of every fight to counteract that. So you can only take 2 people with you, but when it comes to the story, it's sort of implied that everyone goes with you on every journey. Like every planet. You might only be walking around with 2. Like, we didn't bring Rex with us, but Rex will talk to us about that mission, even if he wasn't there, as if he was there. So, that's something you just have to keep in mind, is it's sort of like a soft canon thing, where it's like, everybody went on every mission, unless directly specified otherwise.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Just shut up.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
I'm here to put hypervelocity rounds through the heads of bad guys.
Most satisfying part of the job, Commander.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed. Chief.
Last time I played through the game,
Ma'am.
I told her to shut the fuck up. Not like that, but I told her, like, hey, you're out of line. We're working with aliens, and that's final.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. Neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
See, it's always nice to have a little chat with everybody. And, you know, Ashley, I asked her about the last mission, and again, she wasn't with me in the party, but she talked about it like she was there. So, you're gonna see that happen basically every mission.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Alrighty. That's everybody there. Let's take the elevator up. Talk to Caden. Talk to Liara, because she's located near Dr. Chakwas' office. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you right now. That's good. I'm already done. Starting a weight loss program today. Not really like a hard set program, it's more like just counting calories, eating lighter meals, smaller portions. Common sense, but I really haven't been listening to what my body wants, or needs rather, for a long time, so.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Yeah.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course, but I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hey, Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
I bet that pissed her off.
No. When I told her, she simply said, "A daughter must rebel against her mother, Liara. It is part of the natural order." But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Because something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no... it is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by... Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Let's go upstairs. And... let's see. We've got quite a few Codex Entries here. If you'd like to read them, here they are. It's essentially what we just discussed with Liara, although some of it's not. Got some information on the Protheans. Okay, that's that. We've got two options here. I'm going to level myself up a little bit. We're going to max out our Spectre training. And then I think what we'll do is let's see. Head back to the Citadel, because we've got a few things here. Actually, we'll do some side quests before we head back. Horsehead Nebula, Strenna System, and we will look for Garoth's brother and his ship. We already know what happened to the missing Marines. Gamma cluster. So yeah, we've got some stuff to do. Actually, yeah, we'll go to the Hades Gamma cluster and we'll do that side quest. We're gonna be making a Citadel run today before we end. There's only 2 galaxies here, or 2 solar systems here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander. Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, so we'll take care of this real quick. And it seems like it would be a major mistake not to take Caden with us. He's an L2 biotic just like them. It only makes sense. And I say we take Ashley as well. Because we're dealing with humans and a human problem. Just makes sense. And we've got some points to spend for them. Pop some points into this and that. We've got a lot for Ashley. There we go. Good stuff. And speaking of Ashley, do we have heavy armor? We do have heavy armor. Yeah, not too bad. Looks pretty good. Give her this assault rifle. Accuracy's not very good, but it's not bad. Anti-personnel rounds, okay. Caden. Yeah, he's fine. I suppose we can give him some attachments for his weapon. Shield bypass, cooldown reduction. Yeah, we'll do more anti-personnel rounds. We'll give him one of these. All right. Let's rescue this guy and see if we can solve the situation. Turian armor, medium human armor. I don't think my shepherd can wear medium armor yet. I need to put some more points into that. Too quiet.
Intruders! Kill them!
Oh shit. Okay, we've got a time limit. Oh, I'm also a biotic, which is different than my last playthrough, in which I was just a soldier. I don't have any biotic abilities. I feel bad that I gotta kill these guys, but they attacked me first. I really have no choice. And I'm dead. Okay, let's try this again. This time, let's actually use cover instead of just running around willy-nilly.
Kill the hostage! We've got to get in there before they execute the chairman.
Whoa! This is a mess. melted. There's probably some goodies here. We can get them on the way back. We need to... Going this way? Is it this way? I think it's this way. No, not that way. This way.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you?
I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through.
Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Then you weren't doing your job. A Fifth Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
Alright, well that takes care of that. What's over here? Any goodies? Yeah, malfunctioning object. Good stuff. And I'm not going to even bother navigating this maze to try and find any hidden stuff, because it is not worth it. Let's go. Back to the Normandy. Ooh.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay. Now, the reason why we were here in the first place is to take a look at something. Survey this planet. Prothean data disk. There's another thing we could scan and look for as we board these planets. Thorium. That's pretty good. Some free XP there. Can't land here. It's a giant or a gas giant. Okay, so that rules that out. So what we need to investigate is in this solar system. Gecko. Nothing there. Edmos. Concentration of hydrogen. Loba. Matriarch writings. There we go. Oh, okay. Here's a planet. Treven. Let's see what we find on the surface. Let's take Liara, because I don't think we've used her in combat yet. And let's take Tally. Just why not? Alright, looking on the map, we have a few things here. An anomaly, a research base, another anomaly. Let's head straight for the research base first. Plutonium or something? Hey! I was right. Got $1,000 for doing that. Whoops. There we go.
This place looks abandoned.
Alright, let's check it out. Medkit. What do we have here? Weapon upgrade. What's in this one? Computer console.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Perhaps we will find more answers at the excavation site.
Yeah, the first game gives you a ton of loot pretty easily. And the second and third game, the armor and weapon system is entirely different, to the point where like, you don't even have to worry about equipping marginally better gear. Not that you really have to worry about it in this either, but I just like to try and keep my gear at the top of the I don't know, cutting edge. Anyway, let's see what happened to the research team. They found alien technology at the dig site. From both times we've went to dig sites, both on Eden Prime and Saren, or whatever the name of the planet was where we found T'Soni, we haven't seen good results, so I don't know if any good can come from this. We're 2 for 2 on dig sites being bad, and by the number of red markers on our radar, okay, yeah, that's a lot of husks. That is a lot of husks. If I had to guess, that's probably the research team turned into husks.
Some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it is long gone now.
Well, that sucks for them. I guess we know what happened. Okay, we got more. We got more. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, no, 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 no. It's okay. We got one more enemy left. That accounts for all the Exogeny survey team. They were converted to cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth and Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is a mystery. Well, unfortunate, but that takes care of that. So we are now 3 for 3. If there's any lesson to be learned from Mass Effect, it's that alien dig sites are never a good place to be. They just aren't. Unless you're Shepard, in which case you'll be fine. But if you're not Commander Shepard, then probably best not to go to a dig site. So I think we're going to wrap up today's stream just by turning in some of the quests we have at the Citadel. And after that, we'll probably pick it up either tonight or tomorrow. I really want to keep playing this. I really don't want to stop. I do want to start Pokemon back up, though. Either tomorrow or later this week. And it's pretty much just going to be, like I said last stream, an alternating schedule between Pokemon and Mass Effect, because they are both very time-consuming, but I enjoy playing both of them. And I know some audience members are looking forward to Pokemon more than Mass Effect, so let's go turn in a couple of these quests and call it a day, because I gotta go to work. The airlock is up here. It blows my mind that Shepard can't run for more than a couple seconds. That's something they change in the other two games, but alright. Who haven't we used? We haven't used Rex as a companion on the Citadel before. And I don't think we've used Liara either. Or Tali. We'll just take you two. A weird combination, personality-wise, but it's gonna be okay.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Hello.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Doesn't this guy have anything better to do?
Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Salarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Okay, Captain Dickhead. Jesus. Literally, just dude walks in out of nowhere. Let me,
in remembrance of
complain
Eden
about
Prime,
your ship.
we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hope you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing. The raid. I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
I'm not trained for that, but I'll do what I can.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to... she's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
Okay.
Khaleesa been seen in Al Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer all questions.
I'm sure our viewers will understand. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Hold on. It's pretty clear you have an agenda here. I'm not gonna be a part of it. Excuse me.
You can't just walk away, Commander. The public has a right to know. Isn't it true you're just a shill for the Council?
Jesus. Okay. So we got a little more here than I thought to deal with. For one thing, we need to go back up to the docking bay because we've got...
So you've spent your entire adult life just studying old Prothean junk?
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
It's good for you. A nice explosion every now and then keeps the mind sharp.
Alright, let's stop this person from going apeshit and killing themselves.
Commander, glad to see you.
Just tell me where she is, Lieutenant.
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off, or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Alright.
Strange.
Hello, Talitha?
Stop! Stop! What are you?
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Gerard sent me to talk to you.
Ignore the giant
What's your
Krogan
name?
10 feet away
Animals
from me.
don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
You're not an animal. Your parents, what did they call you? Do you remember them?
She remembers a lot of things. Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
I was on Mindwar. My parents died in the raid.
Lying! You get hit for lying! Get the buzz or the burning. Can't be there. Why are you alive? Why are you? Why aren't you like her? Broken. Only fit to dig and carry.
For a while I was broken. I lost my whole family, Talitha. My friends, my childhood. I had to pull myself up and keep going.
You lose your mommy and daddy, but you don't dig, you don't carry. You stand up. She wishes she could stand up.
What's the last thing you remember from Mindwar?
Fires.
See, this is a quest I never did before,
Smells of
because
smoke
this is
burning.
backstory dependent.
Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes they'll leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old? No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they'd go away. The only person blaming you is you.
She wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
What happened to your parents?
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have lights and hoses. Daddy's... he's melting! Shh! She doesn't want to see that! Don't make her look! Don't look! Stupid, stupid!
I know it hurts, Talitha. I'm sorry. But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
When she thinks, water comes out of her eyes. The Masters beat her when she wastes water. So she doesn't think anymore. She sees them. Mommy and Daddy. Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her. They're dead, Shepard. They try to save her and the Masters burn them. Can she stop remembering now, please?
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode. She tries to fix the Masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse. So you tried to heal them.
This is a
She doesn't want to see other animals.
quest.
They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her.
I don't think this is how you
If the
talk
animals
to
can see
someone
her,
who,
then this
first
is
of all,
real. But
is
it can't be.
suicidal
Wires,
and is holding up the docking bay, but also like somebody who's going through
It's
a
another
decade
girl,
plus
a
of
dirty
trauma.
girl, stupid girl. She deserves it.
I even said at the start, I'm
It
not
happens to
qualified
her.
to talk her down.
Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real.
I think I like the other quest
She
from my
doesn't
first
want it to
playthrough
be
better.
real.
Because I had picked the backstory where I was an orphan on Earth who joined a street gang, and so the quest was like one of my street gang friends from the Earth days, like, hitting me up and trying to leverage me, like, hey, if you don't help us rob this place, we're gonna tell everybody that Shepard the Spectre was in the Tunnel Snakes, or whatever the name of the gang was. It wasn't Tunnel Snakes, but, yeah.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now.
Oh god,
okay?
she's gonna shoot herself.
She doesn't want. Don't touch her.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
Should I have been alternating the step in the conversation? Instead of doing all the conversation and all the stepping?
Please don't touch her.
No, I don't think it matters.
You'll catch it.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
You'll dream of a warm place, and when you wake up, you'll be in it.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
That was strange. Well, that takes care of that.
Is it over, Commander?
She took the sedative. She wants to get better, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just, when I see her curled into a ball and shivering... She was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
To make people who do things pay. It's not the severity of punishment that deters crime. It's the certainty.
So we clean up the wreckage, shoot the guilty, and hope everyone else learns not to mess with us? Great. I'll take care of it from here, Commander.
He didn't like my answer. Yeah, I didn't like my answer either. That's fine.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with L-Corps cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the L-Corps with a Hamlet who uses L-Corps body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Man, I should not have talked to that reporter. That went about as well as it did last time. I know there's an option to just punch the reporter in the face, and you can do it multiple times because she shows up again in later entries. Where's the quest I have to turn in? There's a couple, right? He's in the Citadel Tower. Oh, and then there's the Asari diplomat. Let's use some fast travel to get around, because I gotta leave soon, so I don't want to have to walk between all these destinations. Citadel Tower, yeah. Oh, hello.
Commander Shepard? Hello again, Commander. Since you helped me get information on the crime, I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and
It seems like a step down.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. I've heard rumors that I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
I'm trying to solve.
Of course, Commander.
Yeah, I'm not planting a bug in the Citadel security area. That's not happening. Oh, shit! We got another keeper here. I think this might have been the one I was missing. I think I said before it was the one in the financial district, but. This admiral was down here on the right. So let's talk to him real quick.
No, I'm waiting. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I found them. Well, what was left of them. They ran into a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Alright. That takes care of that. Presidium. Now let's go to the embassies. I have to pee, that's why I'm standing up, but I really want to turn this in first, because then I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm going the wrong way. Uh-oh. This is where I gotta go. Yeah, I'd rather just finish the stream, then be able to take my time in the bathroom. I don't want to have to panic and rush, be like, oh fuck, I'm gone. Everyone's gonna leave because I'm not there. So let's talk about your sister and what happened there.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nisana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. Didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nisana. And I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits. But I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard.
It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Okay. And I think that's where we're gonna cut the stream for today. So we'll go ahead and save real quick. And yeah, we'll get out of here. And I'd like to say for anyone that tuned in today, thank you for watching. If I'm not too tired after work, I might pick it up again literally right after and just start session number 3. Also, I'm so grateful that for both yesterday's stream and today's, there were no interruptions. The signal, the connection did not drop at all. So grateful for that. That was really pissing me off when it came to my last attempt at a Pokemon stream. I had it cut into like 4 chunks. Anyway, see everybody later. Thanks for tuning in.